30% more reach, 7 times more engagement, and yet 90% of you won't use carousels because of one stupid reason that we've just solved. Let's dive deeper. I mean, look, we all know that carousel posts, slideshows are absolutely killing it on LinkedIn. Just look at our man Richard. Infographics and document posts, they deliver 7 times more engagement and 12 times more shares than other formats. In another post, document posts get 1.3 times, so 30% more reach than text-only posts. Richard is the guy for the numbers, right? I don't know how he gets them, but I think there are the best numbers out there. Anyways, the insane part, only 10% of you, according to our data, have ever posted a carousel. Why? Because they're brutal to make. It takes a lot of time, especially if you're not a designer. I mean, Canva is cool, but it's still like you have to make a concept for them. You have to design the slides. Spending an hour on this is nothing. I remember my first slideshow. It probably took me 3-4 hours to build it. It's not sustainable. It's not scalable at all. Let me actually show you one of my early slideshows. This must have been years ago when I did lead gen for my web development agency. And I was already using Canva at that time before I would build them in Photoshop, which took even longer, of course. As you can see, I mean, the design is super simple, right? It's just text on a teal background and arrows to make people slide. But just building that, coming up with the copy, again, not a copywriter, coming up with the structure, it took me for fucking ever. You test it, you retest it, you click through it. Does it flow? Does it work nicely? What is the right size to do this in? How do I upload it? PDF, is it? Hopefully it holds the formatting. Hopefully it looks all right once I've uploaded it. Yeah, I mean, I totally get it. It's a pain to create these, but they are great to have, right? So for all this time I was saying the best thing to deal with this is to find a post that has already worked, like a text and image post, and then reuse that one with a carousel, build a carousel for a proven concept to kind of at least make it worth the effort to build these. But I think we've taken the pain out of this. I mean, here's what's crazy. We know that carousels perform better. We see them crushing it in our feeds for all the big creators, right? But the 30-minute, 60-minute creation process kills the habit before we even start, right? It's just too much to do. We've got jobs, right? And I mean, look, if you check my top posts, out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 posts, 5 of them are slideshows, right? It's insane. All right, but before I show you the solution, let me teach you why carousels convert and what is a great framework to build an epic slideshow. It's fairly simple. Watch this. So obviously you start with a hook slide, something like just use the hook from your post. How I get 30% more reach, all time classic, right? Then you agitate the problem and 90% of you aren't doing it. See what I'm doing there? It's meta, right? If you need a slide more for any of these steps, feel free to do it. The sweet spot for slides seems to be around 8 to 12. Again, Richard's stats. It's always good to use specific numbers. Then reveal the framework. Again, you could add a slide in there to make it smoother. This is just for demo purposes, right? You could say how I do it. And then just say, take best performing post, turn it into a carousel, repost it. This could be 3 slides, 1 slide for each key point, as you wish. Number 4, the results, 30% more reach, 12 times more engagement, leads on autopilot, and then followed by a strong CTA. Want to build epic slideshows the easy way? Click below to learn more. That's the simplest, most effective framework for slideshows. Great hook, use the hook you already have. Agitate the problem, usually the rehook. teach the framework, show the results, prove how it works, why it works, and then finish with a strong CTA. Now, here's how we took the pain out of this. I reckon we just turned 30 minutes into 3. Watch this. What I'm doing is I'm looking through my old posts and I'm just picking one that performed really well, like this one. Man, this AI stuff is so boring sometimes. Let me show you why it's not, all right? Let's duplicate that and let's add a carousel to this post, shall we? So you click on Add Media, you click on Carousel, and you click on Generate from Post. Now let's see what happens. Badam, that's it. Let's look what we've got. Why AI content feels so boring. That's the hook. Generic text doesn't work. We agitate the problem. Train AI on your style and tone. We present the solution. Measure results to grow. The solution, one AI tool to rule them all. I mean, obviously this is pitching content in. And then it shows the solution and it ends with a call to action to, join the 14-day trial. Now, what you can do is you can change templates. You can also use your own custom colors, of course. You can alter your avatar. You can change the fonts. You can make it all yours. You can add your handle. That's my Twitter handle. We will store your settings, right? So once you've defined your design, it will automatically be reused the next time you create a slideshow. Let's just go with the default one. What I would do is obviously same with the posts, right? I would go through it, edit it a little bit here and there. You can, for example, on the first one, I would probably only want the title. You can also add pictures and other elements to them if you want. Change the text size on the right. Change, any gaps and stuff a little bit. So I would take a couple of minutes now and actually work through them, edit this a little, tweak all the titles and the copy. And then what you do, super simple. You just click on Attach to Post and it will generate the PDF in the background and it will attach the generated PDF as a slideshow to your post. And do you know what this really taught me? I think the gap between doing and knowing isn't motivation. I mean, it is, but it's also friction, right? The easier something is, the higher the motivation. The quicker you can do something well, the more it's likely for you to do it, which is the core reason behind content and why I'm building this, because I was failing as a copywriter. I'm not a copywriter. I just couldn't do it. So I wanted to build a tool that helps me do that. And now we've built a tool to help us build slideshows, which is freaking epic. We all only have like a limited time in our day. And I think sometimes LinkedIn really wants us to treat this as a full-time job, right? You need to comment, you need to post, you need to engage, you need to write DMs, blah, 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 blah. And, for normal people, busy people, there's only so many hours in the day. So content into the rescue, I guess. Now, if we look at this data again here, obviously video apparently is the most pushed format by LinkedIn still. Personally, I didn't see that in reach, get more engagement, but I didn't really see the results and impressions yet on videos, but maybe that's just me. Point is, documents are reducing their reach bonus, but I think they're settling as a staple. And they are a staple that is fairly easy to master if you have the right tool to just produce them quickly. So that's why we've built that. I highly encourage you to just try it and see if it works for you. So your challenge this week. Go to the analytics, take your best performing posts from the last 2-3 months, turn it into a carousel, post it Thursday, 8 a.m. Use the manual template I've showed above or start a content in trial and get it done in 3 minutes. No excuses. Pick one, do it, post it. Let me know how it goes. I mean, look, it's simple. The LinkedIn algo is all about dwell time, which is why formats like videos and slideshows work so well, because they keep people engaged on the platform. It takes time to slide things over. if you design them well, if the hook is good. Obviously, success is defined by the first slide. Much like the post, if the hook is good, the slideshow is going to be good. It's probably the second best format. I still believe the most bang for your buck you get with text plus image. And then if you find something that works, spend those extra couple of minutes and repurpose it with a carousel to, squeeze everything that you can out of that post. So everybody is complaining about reach and the algo. So let's just give LinkedIn what it wants. Produce great slideshows, but do it the smart way. All right. So let's just stop making LinkedIn harder than it needs to be. Get that good post out. And I see you guys next week. Cheers.